Anybody know who Willie Lynch was? Anybody? Raise your hand. No one? He was a vicious slave owner in the West Indies. The slave masters in the colony of Virginia were having trouble controlling their slaves, so they sent for Mr. Lynch to teach them his methods. The word lynching came from his last name. His methods were very simple, but they were diabolical. Keep the slave physically strong, but psychologically weak and dependent on the slave master. Keep the body, take the mind. I and every other professor on this campus are here to help you to find, take back, and keep your righteous mind.
If you want to be successful, you have to cultivate a positive mindset. This might sound like common sense because it is, but the unfortunate truth is this is not common practice. So many people live lives of mediocrity or even worse, misery, because they are enslaved to negative thinking. They dwell on past hurts, focus on their limitations, and worry themselves to death. For example, Nick Sitzman was a strong and vibrant man who worked on a train crew years ago. Nick had a lot going for him. A steady job, a wife and 2 kids, and many friends. He was intelligent and hardworking, but he had one major weakness. Nick was a notorious pessimist. He could find the negative in any situation, and he always worried about the worst possible scenario. One day, in the middle of summer, Nick was doing his final checks on the train when he accidentally got locked inside a refrigerator boxcar. Nick panicked. He screamed and banged on the doors until his fists were bloody, pleading for someone to let him out. Unfortunately, the rest of the crew had already left, and Nick was trapped. If I can't get out, I'll freeze to death in here, he thought. He found a knife and tried to pry the door open, but still couldn't get out. Awaiting his impending doom, Nick wanted to let his wife and family know exactly what had happened to him, so he began to carve these words on the wooden floor. "It's so cold. My body's getting numb. If I could just go to sleep, these may be my last words." The next morning, the crew slid open the heavy doors to the boxcar, and to their horror, they found Nick huddled on the floor, dead. An autopsy later revealed that every physical sign of his body indicated he had frozen to death. However, the refrigeration unit of the boxcar was inoperative, and the temperature inside was 55 degrees, nowhere near cold enough to freeze someone to death. The cold didn't kill Nick, his pessimistic thoughts did. In a similar way, how often do we kill ourselves with a negative mindset? It might not be as drastic as physical death, but how often do we kill our drive, our desires, our dreams by dwelling on the negative? This class is too hard. I just know I'm going to fail that exam. I'm never going to get my degree. I'm too short. I'm too fat. I'm never going to find the love of my life. We've tried over and over again, but we just can't seem to get pregnant. We'll never be able to have children. I'm not that talented. Things just don't seem to work out for me. I'll never be successful. The market is insane. My offers keep getting rejected. I'll never be able to buy a house. The doctor said the results don't look good. No one's ever recovered from this condition. I'm never gonna get well. Like being trapped in a refrigerated boxcar, we trap ourselves and kill our dreams with negative thoughts. That's why someone once said, "Watch your thoughts for they become words. Watch your words for they become actions. Watch your actions for they become habits. Watch your habits for they become your character. Watch your character for it becomes your destiny." It all begins in your mind. But here's the good news. Your destiny isn't determined, it's created. And you can create the destiny of your dreams through the power of your mind. Therefore, if you want to be successful, if you want to make your dreams come true, you have to develop a positive mindset. You have to dig deep down inside yourself to that reservoir of strength that you know you have and harness the power of your mind. I may be struggling right now, but I'm getting stronger in the process. I'm beautiful just the way I am. I don't need someone else to make me complete. I have so many blessings in my life that I'm grateful for. I'm confident in my abilities because I can always learn and grow. I'm focused on my goals and I'm passionate about my work. I have a clear and definite purpose to make a difference in this world. I can accomplish anything I set my mind to. When you cultivate a positive mindset, you take charge of your destiny. So unleash the power of your mind and make your dreams come true.